Welcome to a Lake Mead update. There's been a lot of stuff happening here. Everything from hurricanes to boating accidents to discovering new boats. So join us today as we go ahead and talk about all the stuff that's happening here at beautiful Lake Mead, Nevada. Starting with this boat. I've never seen this one. It's like the mini me to the big standing boat. What do you think, Jude?
It is like the little miniature one, the little brother of it. It's gonna be the second most viral boat.
What do you think?
It's good to be back out. We've been up hunting for a while. Day 15 or 16. Sun's coming up. Slept on the back of the truck. Sleeping bags. Another day, another dollar. Or no dollars, as long as you don't shoot. Hey, quit horsing around. It's beautiful out here. Just got back and we decided to come out here and do a Lake Mead update. The funny part about it is we came out yesterday to do a Lake Mead update, but the heat ruined the SD card. Something happened to the camera. All footage was lost, so we came back out. And I don't know if this is punishment or not, but we had to go fishing twice, which is horrible. Maybe. So yeah, check out this boat. There's fish underneath it right there. It's pretty neat.
It's a big old bluegill.
You seen a big bluegill?
They're lucky I don't got my Ned rig tied on.
That's a jet boat.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I think that's a jet boat. Those of you that have been watching for a while, it was on shore. Well, now the water's gone up so much that air got in it and it just lifted it. So now we have two boats that are, you know, the peak sticking out.
But this has got to be that jet boat. That jet boat was right around here somewhere. And I remember we saw it right when it was getting at the water level last time we were out here. And it looked like it was floating a little bit. And sure enough, we got it floating now. If the water goes down, I wonder if it's going to be permanently standing like that. That'd be crazy. We'll have two standing boats. You ever seen birds like that out here?
What are those?
I don't know. That's weird. I've never seen that many birds like that flying out here. They almost look like cormorants. Can't tell though. We're gonna be running around the lake to check the water level status and just see the overall health of this lake right now. So to do this story, we've got to start from the beginning.
So we're out here rolling in Vegas and we're checking out to see if there's any flooding or anything.
Honestly, I think it looks like a lot of Hurricane Hillary just kind of passed over Nevada. They were saying it's gonna be a lot worse than it is because our whole state went into a state of emergency and there's not really any flooding. I'm not seeing anything dramatic.
So we're actually on a deer hunt and they're pretty much telling everybody to get out of the mountains and head back home because it was going to get really bad. A lot of places were 3-4 inches in one day, so that was a problem. I got the Chippendales over here flashing all over the place.
So a lot of people are saying stuff at Lake Mead. I guess it got really windy out there one day. Everybody we were talking to is like, hey man, you got to get off the mountain. They're saying it's gonna just absolutely pour and flood over you guys and Vegas is gonna get hammered. Better safe than sorry, but I mean it didn't really hit like people expected here. Now California got hit really good. In Ridgecrest, California, where our family's from, got over 4 inches of rain in one day.
This is Lake Ridgecrest in the back of my yard. We just put a pump on the back corner to get all the water out. Let's see how quickly it goes away.
Up John Park, roads closed. The dang river.
They're bright, huh, man?
Yeah, those things are bright. Got the police.
Got somebody.
Las Vegas's
LVPD.
finest. The poor guy saw his face. He was getting arrested. Don't come to Vegas, mess around. There's a lot of cops.
We got the Statue of Liberty going on. Of course, these Chippendales have been haunting us this whole time.
I know.
Statue of Liberty. Got New York.
Doesn't seem to have affected anybody.
Nope. I guess the state of emergency Nevada went into didn't scare anybody from anything. Lake Mead literally closed. Since Nevada hit a state of emergency, rule was lake is closed. Like Senior said, rather be safe than sorry.
While we're down here, we might as well look at that. What's it called? The sphere?
The sphere. They always got it looking like something different. Eyeballs and moons and planets and stuff. God dang Chippendales.
He's following you.
I know.
The infamous waterfall. This is my first time coming out here to the sphere. This community's having trouble right now. Look at this. It's gonna turn into a raging river right there. A lot of people living along that thing.
And there it is right there. That thing is at least 2 to 3 feet underwater now.
We're headed to the intake tower. You guys that watch us know we use that to measure the levels. I'm thinking that thing's gonna be a few feet under.
Yeah. So it's progress, but you can kind of see where they used to get to the water from here years ago. It'd be crazy to see it there one day, but still got about 100 feet to go. We've always liked to show this intake tower too. There used to be a bunch of pipes and it would drop water and stuff, and they pulled them up and I've never put them back down. You think they ever will?
Yeah, eventually I think so.
All right, now we're gonna head around the corner and go check out that water intake pipe.
All right, we're pulling up on the intake tower and it is gone. It's gone.
Looks like it's completely submerged now, huh? So you can see those bags over there. Those are the bags we always film, and those for a while were completely out of water. And now it looks like all the bags are almost gonna be submerged underwater now.
I will take a close look without getting inside the buoys. Oh yeah, it's 3 feet down.
Is it?
Look at the lid. I don't know if you guys can see that. The lid is probably 6 to 8 feet down. There's the pipe, super deep. It's hard to see. The top of the intake is 3.5 feet down, probably 4 feet maybe. We're what, 3-4 feet above the intake.
Yep.
So water level has raised a lot in the last 3 weeks.
It's gonna be really interesting to go jump on the other side of the lake and look at the standing up boat. You guys think that it's completely under yet, or you think it's gonna be still out?
I don't know yet. Seeing the pipe and seeing how much the water keeps going up, I wouldn't doubt if it is under. So
Well,
we're gonna have to see.
there's only one way to find out. Oh man, that thing looks wild right there. It's hard to believe that at one point that thing was completely out of water. This whole area has changed so much. I don't know for how much longer that we're gonna be able to see this thing. It's gonna be just a distant memory soon if the lake goes up, which is a good thing and a bad thing, because you know, so many people have loved this boat for so long. Being able to look at it, it's like a bittersweet moment, you know. It's finally getting submerged, so everybody could be happy about that, but I'm sure lots of people will be sad at the fact that if the water keeps going up, you're not going to be able to see it anymore.
I think all the talk of the drought is over. Once people start seeing stuff like this and they've seen that the water goes up, you know, people get excited. It's a good thing. Everybody's happy. But what ends up happening is the trend is over. The Lake Mead drought trend is over because there's really nothing to report anymore. You know what I mean?
The literal symbol of it is going to be submerged pretty soon.
Yeah.
You know how for news stations and stuff, they literally, bad news sells. So when bad stuff happens, it goes big and sells. And when it starts to go good, the trend starts to die. But what's weird is everybody's going to be thinking like, oh man, the drought's over and this and that. When this lake still has got a long way to go. This entire area at one point was probably at least, what, 60, 70, 80 feet underwater?
Yeah, we used to launch at Boulder, and Boulder's still completely out of the water. And that was probably 1.5 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Launching at Boulder, the water's nowhere near that. A lot of how YouTube works is when there's a trend, you're getting tons of views and millions of people wanted to see it. So now that it's, you know, filling up, there's not a whole lot of people clicking on it and it's not trending anymore. So literally we went from eating, you know, shrimp for a little while, we're back down to rice and beans again. So we're gonna be here. We'll do the Lake Mead updates. It's not really trending, but we're gonna continue to do the outdoor stuff, visiting ghost towns, hunting, fishing, catching cooks. As a matter of fact, this video has a catch and cook in it. Adrian's gonna take us, find a spot where there's shad. We're gonna catch with the cast net, hook the shad, catch the big stripers, and then cook. And then Juju's gonna grow.
And then Juju's gonna dog them.
Almost has a tongue twister to it.
Yeah. So that's wild though, man. That's just, it's very trippy to see that.
So we'll go show a couple ghost boats. A lot of you guys were saying, oh, you should throw plugs in those boats and they'll be floating around like ghost boats. It looks like somebody actually did it. Right back there's a boat that you guys recognize from previous videos. And it's floating around. It's weird.
It wasn't there last time we were out.
No, it's floating
I
around.
literally thought that was just someone over there hanging out or something, didn't you?
Yeah,
That boat looks new from over here.
All right, we're gonna have to go check it out. Here's the boat on the other side. This is one of the last ones to get submerged. I honestly think that this thing drifted though. I could have swore last time we saw it over there. And that's where it's been, is right over in that area. And now we come back and find it right here.
There's bugs all over you, G.
God dang.
Horseflies. There's a horsefly. He's right there now. He's dead.
Got him?
Down here.
Yeah. The reason why we never filmed this thing is because it was like 500 yards from the water's edge and it was really muddy. So we didn't want to walk to it. But now, taking the trolling motor right up to it.
Double motors on it. Looks like it says
Del Mar.
Del Mar. Oh yeah, Del Mar. If you guys know what kind of boat this is, comment it down below. It looks like it had a whole cover over it. Used to be a nice little speedboat or something, huh? Running a double.
Looks like an old Austin Powers boat. Double.
Yeah, I guess you could see Austin Power in here driving. Hair blowing in the wind. The top being broke off like that. I wonder if that's what made him sink or something. Maybe he crashed into a rock or...
Probably got too excited with that double engine. The gas and probably hit something.
Yeah.
The front's broken off.
I don't know, but that guy, he was doing it big back in the 60s or 70s, whenever that was.
Yeah, that was a nice boat.
He had twin engines. He's flowing in the wind. Oh yeah, so I was gonna bring up something. There was a bad accident here a couple weeks ago. 2 boats crashed. 2 people ended up dying. They were actually my daughter's friends' parents that were out here. They're boaters. They would come out every weekend, and they got hit by a drunk driver, allegedly going 70 miles per hour. You know, hitting a parked boat. I guess that's what the story is as far as the news goes. But like I said, it's friends of my daughter. Parents passed away. It's no joke. Got to be careful when you come out here. Just try to do everything by the book while you're out here. It's dangerous. Something happens to your boat, you're not going to be able to swim to the edge. We tell these stories just, you know, so that people realize that this stuff is happening out here.
Yeah.
This is nature. It's wild. It's dangerous.
It's not to scare you. It's to kind of get you prepared.
Exactly.
Because I think part of the biggest things is people don't realize that. I mean, it can happen to anybody. They just were out here thinking, you know, they're gonna go out, have a good time, come home, eat some dinner, but you know, it happens to anybody.
The saddest part is they left behind a couple kids, so it's unfortunate. Be safe out here. Be safe.
It's time to go ahead and start doing some fishing. Every lake's a little different, but right now we have a lot of shad that have pushed up real shallow that we're gonna catch, bring them out deep, hook them up, and start getting some stripers for dinner tonight. You guys ready? Let's do it. All right, handle. Now the steering wheel. All right, this is the spot. Now the shad, when they start moving up shallow, they usually like finding areas like this, and we like to catch them here because the water's a little bit muddier, so they can't see the cast net coming at them. And we usually like to try to find them in 4 feet or under. That's ideal, but if we need to, we can throw out to maybe 6 to 7 foot of water. It's a little bit harder, but it's doable. So here we go.
All right, this thing is dirty, so let's clean this off real quick. All right, so what this is right here is this thing's called the live scope.
So in Nevada, we only get to use a 4 foot cast net. Look, it just went right through them.
Yeah.
So the problem with the 4 foot cast net is you're gonna get fish that dodge your net a lot of times. So it really limits how many you can catch, which is why the state does it. Yep. See, you got one. He was the slowest one out of the school of fish. And there's some straight. I don't see many right.
If you catch over 5 on this next cast, I'll give you a $20 bill.
All right, here we go. Look at the net, went right through them. There's not very many out here right now, but they're out there. All right, let's see. Let's see.
Do I get a key? Oh, I might have lost my money.
You lost your money.
How many's in there?
Over 5.
1, 2, 3, 5 on the. Oh, there's 6. Well,
Juju, you owe me $20 now.
joke's on you. I only got $10 in my wallet.
They're gonna be behind those trees. We don't need too many. We're just gonna take what we need to catch bait.
There goes his net.
Did I go through some?
Yeah. We went through a lot of weeds though. You're gonna get a lot of weeds in
All
there.
right. Oh,
Oh, he got some.
they were back there though. They were under the weeds. A lot of weeds and a lot of bait.
There it is. That's a demonstration. So technology mixed with a little bit of luck and a 4-foot cast net, which we're only allowed to use 4 feet. We're still able to get it done pretty quick. And we're out of here.
At the end of the day though, a lot of the fishing is just knowing where to be and when to be there. The thing about a cast, like the technology, is it makes it a little bit easier, but it doesn't, you know, it's not the end all be all. It doesn't make you a better fisherman. You just gotta still know where to be and when to be there.
I feel like a big part of it too is you can use the sonar and all that, but you gotta know what to put on your line at the end of the day too.
Yep.
So real quick, if you guys want more information on this stuff, as always, links are down in the description. It has the information on everything we use and all that. Just so you guys aren't down in the comments. I mean, go ahead and comment down below, but you know, might not get a response from us in the comments. All the information is down there that you need.
So right there's a boat we were never able to see before when we were doing all our updates. Since the water went down, we were never able to see over this really big cliff, and now it's exposed a new boat, which is kind of cool. It's one we never were able to see. We're not going to be able to get to it today, but one of these days we'll have to climb up there and check that one out.
You just stopped in the perfect spot. Look what's on the screen. Look where he stopped at, G.
Oh, oh man.
Those are stripers right there.
Yep, big old school of stripers.
Drop the bait.
Oh my
Seriously.
gosh. Perfect.
There's thousands of stripers on this right now.
Yeah, so for everybody that's curious with the sonar stuff, this is what we look for. You could tell that those are stripers right there because they're longer noodles. This might be all shad above them that's got a big school of stripers below them. So it's like a big underwater battle right now. We're going to see how many are stripers. So this is what we look for. You got to make sure though you see the stripers down there or you won't catch anything. So what you got tied up? I guess you could use, this is just a little drop shot rig.
Drop shot.
But I like using Carolina rigs. You can use free spool of shad. Anything will work.
Yeah, you can do a lot of things. A lot of times if you just use live shad, they'll bite it no matter where you put it.
Yeah, so let's see. Hook one up.
All right, so they said they wanted me to demonstrate how to hook them. You go right in the nose, at the tip of the nose right there. There's already holes for the nostrils. You want it nice and fine. You don't want to go to the eyeballs and you don't want to hit the brain. So right there, all I'm doing is putting a hook on the line. That's it. Hook on the line.
Just a hook and shad.
Cast it out there and let the shad do the work. The shad's going to be swimming down. He's probably going to dig deep and the stripers are going to just slam him.
Yeah, let the shad find the striper for you. Got him. Yep, got him.
Nice.
Got him.
They were messing with that pole. Sure enough, came back to get it. So it looks like right now they were biting deeper. That one is the only pole with a weight. These ones were free spooled. The fish stay a little bit higher. And it looks like the fish are about 30 feet down. So.
No, that's like catching about 60 feet.
60?
About 60 feet
His
deep.
eyeballs are going to pop out then.
One thing about these stripers is they fight pretty good. I say they always take a little bit of drag.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, guys. So since we were out here yesterday and did this, and we came out just to show you guys how to do it again, what we did yesterday is when we caught them, immediately you cut the gills to bleed them out. You want all that blood to come out of the meat.
Oh, that's a good one.
Because it'll make. Wow, he's fat. They're fatter than the ones we got yesterday.
So when you catch them, when you're gonna keep them, what you do is right here under the gill plate, you cut their gills. You could probably already know what a fish gill looks like. You snip the gills, and that gets them to bleed. We like to put a stringer in the water and let them bleed completely out, and then you throw them straight on ice right after that, and that ensures you have the best tasting fish. It's better to have an ice slushy too, so like half water, half ice. Throw them in there, it'll cool them off really fast. And that's just how you make sure that they'll be really good. If you don't do that, they'll keep a lot of blood in their meat, and it makes them just a little bit more fishy. So we like to try to take care of our fish the best we can. Give him a good little jump start.
And he's gone.
Perfect. Let me get it.
All right, so Adrian just caught another one in like 2 seconds. So now we're coming up here. I'm going to show you this Panoptics again. All that is fish down there. I'm moving it around left to right. There's fish everywhere, and they're about 50 feet deep. So now Adrian's going to get his bait, which is a beautiful looking
this one,
shad.
Gizzard shad, yep.
Gizzard shad.
So we grab them, get your hook right through the tip of the nose right there.
So we know they're 50 feet down, so do it in front of the...
Yeah, that's hot.
I want to see your bait go down.
Let me As you can see here, these are kind of where the shad's been hanging out, and those are a bunch of stripers hanging out under them. So, cast out. It's about 5 to 10 feet. You can see my bait right there as it starts to sink. So what I've been doing right now is, oh look, there's already one going.
We're already attacking it.
I'm just gonna leave it
We're
right there.
attacking it. You can see it.
Got him, I think. Yep.
There it is.
Got him.
There it is.
Yep, that easy. That easy.
Let me see if I can see him swimming up. Yeah, I can see
there
him.
he is.
There he is. He's coming up. I see your
Following my
weight.
weight.
He should be popping up right now. Let's see. There he is.
Boom, skinny one, but.
Technology. It's a life changer.
All right, we're out of here now. We're gonna head home. Stay tuned, because the catch and cook part's gonna happen. And technically it was yesterday, but we're gonna cook up a bunch of big stripers, make a nice meal out of them. All right, we're home. We've got some stripers. We're gonna cook 2 right now. You may have never seen a striper filleted like that, but we're gonna try something different. As you can see, all the under's still good. So we're gonna try something a little bit experimental, something a little bit different, and just see how it turns out. I honestly don't know. This recipe is gonna be super easy. We're gonna cook it outside on the grill, and let's get right to it. So what we're gonna be using today is a little bit of olive oil as a binder, some boil powder, aka chicken powder, ground black pepper, some cayenne pepper, some Mediterranean sea salt, and some onion powder. So you're gonna do both sides the exact same way. All right, and we've got fire. So here's our fish right here, all seasoned up. They don't look like much now, but soon.
Oh, it looks like a lot.
Does it? Good. All right, we can't let our butter run away. That's where Michael Jackson got his moonwalk, right there. It's all slick. All right, our butter's melted down. It's getting that nice little brown to it. Now what we're gonna do is grab one of our fish. Get a good layer of butter.
That has to be one of the most top 10 satisfying sounds.
Top 10 satisfying sounds of all time. Right here's number 2. There we go. Boom. Man, does that look delicious, huh? We got us some lemon. We're gonna go ahead and spray this over each of them. We're gonna do this multiple times throughout the cooking. We're gonna put the juices on them and around them to cook in that lemon juice.
You think lemon's one of the most important parts of the whole cooking?
It's always. If you're cooking fish and you don't got lemon, you're wasting your time, huh?
Yeah, that's a good taste though. How long do you usually recommend to people to cook the fish?
It's all situation dependent. So these are big fish, so they're gonna take a little bit longer to cook, I think. But you just cook it till it starts to get flaky, and you're done. You don't want to overcook it, because then it'll get too soft and it just gets bad. All right, this is by far probably gonna be the trickiest part, is figuring out how to flip them. Oh, that looks good. Looks delicious, huh? Hey, these were not juicy lemons.
God dang, that lemon has no juice to it.
Juju came to the rescue.
Those lemons aren't juicy at all.
Nope, when they're not juicy, you need to force them to be juiced. Lemon
The
squeeze.
problems, I feel like Nevada, a lot of our fruit isn't that good.
Yeah, fruit does kind of suck already. There we go.
There we go, that's better.
Gosh dang it.
I
Yeah.
guess it's done.
It's done all right. Oh well. Oh man, the idea was good, but it cooked up and didn't flip how I wished
At
it
least
would.
you know the fish is good. It's so soft it falls off.
Yep, it falls off the bone.
You've never cooked it like that before, huh? That's delicious. Very delicious. That's why you wear sunscreen right there. Look at that. Look at that. It's burned
One day
up.
I'll learn. I put sunscreen on my face and forgot my neck.
Forgot the most important part.
Man, this came out good. However you did this, I hope you wrote that down.
Making me hungry.
We got it on film, so we got to eat better.
Delicious.
Next time I can work on the presentation a little bit better. Maybe if I got like a big pizza spatula and just got the whole thing and then brought it off. But I mean, that's it. It looks a little weird, but trust me, it smells amazing. And Juju's gonna be one of the official taste testers.
Well, legend has it if you taste or cook something in a Sin City shirt too, it also tastes better.
Just super soft, huh? Falls apart real easy.
Man, that's good. That's probably my favorite that you cooked. I feel like it really seared in since you cut it.
Yeah.
It really
So
put a lot of seasoning.
So
That's
out of
good.
all the striper I've ever cooked, the frying, sauteing, all that, that's the best.
That's one of my favorite for sure. It's good. I like the lemon flavor, the butter.
Out of 10, what is it?
I mean, that might be a 10. I don't know how fish could get any better than that.
That's
good.
Tastes good.
What
Tastes
do you
good.
think?
Thought it was delicious.
10 out of 10 or 9, 8, 7?
It's up there. I mean, I love fish, and it's up there with the top. So yeah.
I saw probably 8, 9, 10
Yeah.
maybe.
I mean, at what point though does fish get better than that? That's pretty dang good.
All right, I gotta try some. Go ahead, eat
Let
some.
me try this little crunchy tail.
Did it crunch?
I've always liked the crunchy tail part.
Oh yeah, it sounded crunchy.
It's crunchy. Usually you can't do it with stripers because the tails are too thick. But it's crunchy. It's good.
All right, I gotta try some. Super sunburnt. Probably still sweaty, but here we go. I'm gonna try some too. Let me get some of the meat. Well, there we go. Oh, dang fly. Look at the meat. Super white, super soft. All right, here we go.
Deliciousness.
Oh, that's really good. You're right, it cooked in, huh?
Yeah.
It absorbed into the meat pretty good, so that 10 out of 10, man. That, or you know, giving a 10 to me is pretty crazy. You gotta give it like a 9, just so you never know. One day we might find the something to better it. Yep, the one to better it. But
Maybe a little bit extra lemon will add a little bit of kick to it.
yeah, a little something. That's really good though. Like I said, I could work on the presentation because it fell apart coming out of the thing, but
I don't know how you're supposed to keep the shape though. It's so soft. It's kind of hard
Yeah.
to make it stay like that.
well, that's amazing. Tastes really good. 10 out of 10, guys. You guys definitely gotta try this one. I'm gonna go dog some right now. Time to go inside the top.
Tacos ready.
All right, guys. That fish ended up being delicious. Do appreciate you guys cooking, filming,
Yep.
all that.
After a good day of fishing, you know, this is the best part, getting to finally eat it. This is the end result. It's all about getting out there, making the memories, getting the updates, seeing nature and everything. But that's going to be it for today. Really appreciate all you guys who tuned in, and I'll see you guys outdoors.